That's all I'm doing with that because somebody said they hated it. Told me I should change it. He knew Culture Casino did it.
It was loud as shit.
It's always loud as shit. That freaking Culture
Turn it
Casino.
down.
It's Culture Casino. I can't turn shit down.
Oh my god.
I'm not technically involved like you, Mad Mardigan.
Like, have you seen the shit I put on my channel?
Yeah, I've seen it all right.
involved.
I've seen it all right. All right, people are going to be rolling in very slowly on a Wednesday, but that is okay. Because we're going to start this beautiful show off with a little What Up Foos. Do you have your bongo song that you could share?
My bongo song.
Yeah, somebody said they call it the bongo song.
Is that what they're...
Me, the Boomer, I guess. Yeah, the Bombo song. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It is the Humpty Dump. I am Scott of Sporking News Podcast, and with us tonight we have the lovely Mad Mardigan. How are you, Mad?
I'm doing excellent. I'm getting your freaking clip ready, apparently. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay,
I'm not really paying attention.
We sell ourselves at the end. Not enough. We don't want to do too much at the beginning. People get mad with us. And Machiny90.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
What's up, my brother?
I'm doing good. Just got from a good successful Wednesday stream, and it seems from what we're hearing, we have a lot to talk about tonight.
Oh, I got a lot to cover.
You know, culture. He's not with us, but he's with us. I like to think he's with us in spirit.
Yeah,
he's not.
I can feel his presence.
Right now, he has a boombox outside of Drunk 3PO's house or condo, and it's in your eyes, hard to be. And he's waving his hair like, oh. You know that's how it's going. You know exactly.
I know, right?
Oh, man. How is everybody doing tonight? We got Tina Bojan, channel member. Good evening, friends. And she's the wrench that I love. I know you're a wrench, right, Tina? Because I can only see you as green as
she's
a
a wrench.
Member. Okay.
She's a wrench. You know, you got the more wrenches.
I have
the more
so
mods
many
on your
wrenches.
channel, the better.
Let me see if this
All that is mint and eucalyptus, people. It's not a bullet. Yeah. So we also got the Time Prophet. What's up? We got Joakim Stark. Joakim, how are you? Cody Guy, I love seeing you, man. More and more. It makes me happy. It makes me happy seeing your faces.
We have a super chat from the one and only Mexican man.
Dude, always. Is it me? I don't know. When I see Mexican Iron Man in my chat, I feel like I kind of made it a little bit. LOL, you
I've
guys.
never seen my mind, so yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, who's really in your chat? LOL, you guys are hilarious. Mexican Iron Man for $5. What? Thank you.
Actually, listen, there's like 3 cousins, my mom, and sometimes Justin.
Yeah, I would have been. Oh yeah, Justin Proper is supposed to be here tonight. I would have been in your chat more often if you didn't, blow me up on the spot in front of everybody. I mean,
when
you know what I'm talking about?
No, I've never heard this before.
Oh yes, you did. We talked about it already. Oh, I love the strangest. You don't even know what freaking's on his channel on Saturdays.
Like it reminds me of you so much. It's been stuck in my head for like 2 weeks.
It's a great song.
Worth it. Anyway, that's it for you.
That
the
was
rest
beautiful.
of it is us. Like I cut you out.
Yeah.
All I had was like the bongo part. Like
yeah. Yeah. All right. So E. Clay Thomas says, new computer. Who dis? Yeah, I know. Awesome new computer. Thank you. That's from channel support. Super chats, super stickers. You guys bought this setup for me, so I appreciate it. If I can get my mic sounding all right. All right, there we go. Who else? Mexican Iron Man is hailing people. Marby Dog, one of the smart ones, is here right now. What's your for? I'd like to know. The Time Prophet. I can play part of Game of Thrones on the guitar. Oh, wow. I actually, I I don't know if I have it on this computer. I should really check. I know on one of my alternate accounts before I started Sporking News Podcast, it's called Mr. Scotty 301. I think I have 2 subscribers, but we were in P-Town, my wife and I, on vacation, and these people were playing like on a, I don't even know what it was. I think there was like maybe a violin. They're like a little harp. I don't know, but they were playing the Game of Thrones thing on the street. It was awesome.
So you saw 2 hobos, one with a harp and the other one with
3.
Sorry, what was the third one though? You only told us about
a kazoo, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe the recorder.
Or was that one that goes dong, 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 mouth organ?
What? I said recorder. Like I didn't know if he was
recorders.
Doing hot cross buns. Like it didn't match like at all.
Well, see, I did when I learned the recorder. It was this is our land and your land from California to the New York something islands.
Yeah, we stole it rightly. Most of you are dead. Yes, stuff like that.
Well, we won.
Yeah.
I won't say I'm sorry. They would have done it worse to us if we lost. So I'm going to start with this really quick. We're not going to talk about much of this right off the rip, I don't think. We'll get into it later. But we were going to do a Forbes article real fast about suspected, because Forbes won't say it actually is, but Hunter Biden dropping the N-word in text messages to a white lawyer. But when I went back to the Forbes article, you get this. This page is no longer active. So even that's weird. Who leaned on Forbes? Or did Forbes decide we don't want the heat? Or does just nobody want to cover anything that's negative with this administration? I don't know, but I digress. What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, what options do they have? They have one option is like they admit that, okay, Hunter may not be that great of a guy. I get it. You know what I mean? Like or maybe we should have said something earlier, right? Or
right. Where were you going?
Or like they acknowledge their hypocrisy and be like, I'm gonna go get a Red Bull.
No, just keep talking. God, what is wrong with you?
Why do you keep throwing up pictures? That's weird as shit. Who does that?
I do.
Why?
Because people like it. Like Roger Hayes with a $1.99 super sticker.
Hey, Roger.
Love you, buddy. Love you, buddy. Thank you.
Shit.
And say hello, Spork Soul Assassin. I love you. As a predator, you're one of the hottest predators I've ever seen.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, see, winners don't steal. They claim their rightful booty. No, see, okay. Time Prophet, you're old. I know this. There is the N-word with an A at the end, and then there's the N-word with the R. I believe Hunter was using the A.
Yes.
But even as a white person, that's not our word. We don't use that word.
Yeah, I mean, even though I'm step black, I still don't use that word myself. And I've been step black for years. My stepdad was black.
Oh.
Yeah.
You were black adjacent.
Yeah, step black. Black adjacent's fine too. Yeah, no, my first cassette was Digital Underground, so like I got my creds.
Oh, rest in peace. Humpty Dump was his name. I forget his real name.
It wasn't Humpty Dump.
Shock G.
Well, who was it?
Shock G.
Shock G. I'm down. Yeah. Dogs.
Yeah.
Lodos, Tridos, Lodanos. This guy, he's in the chat. Oh, he says, "Hail the I hate you." Oh, I didn't realize what I'm getting the gaze right now. The gazing is happening. Yep.
I don't like that one. That one bothers like that.
It's scary, isn't it?
Right.
You know which one I bring up that bothers me the most is this one of his. It makes me feel icky. It makes me feel icky.
You immediately focus on whatever is happening on that toilet with him, but then you're like, oh wait, there's words everywhere, and like you don't ever read them.
I've never read them. I know it's the second volume of the Enema, the fandom Enema or some shit. I don't even know. Marby Dog says Joe Biden has used racial epithets against black people and Jewish people on the floor of the Senate. Yes, he has. Hunter learned his racism from watching his dad.
I mean,
are they bigots or are they racist? I don't know, but they keep slipping.
I mean, that seems on par for what Democrats have done over the past, I don't know, couple hundred.
Yeah. I don't know, since the founding of the Democratic Party.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's, yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag where is Waldonos? Yeah, I know. Where in the world is Tree Humpin' Donos? Brutal Morningwood, how are you doing, my friend? He says, hail, channel panel and chat on the road, but had to make sure to brutalize that into its fully upright position. I'm guessing the thumbs up button, because please like this, my friend. Like this all. Everybody like this.
If you don't, you're probably going to get melted because the Lizard Kings is part of the plan, guys.
Yeah.
It's predetermined.
It is. Did you see that Biden playing the Latin music? And he's like, oh, baby, let's talk. Like, he has no clue.
Yeah, no. Somebody like, okay, now, Joe, what are you going to do? When you walk up there, you're going to press this button on your jitterbug. Got it.
What? Huh? Is this a pager? You know, he had no clue. Shane Nolan, what is up? E. Clark Thompson says, I say cracker with an A because using is just wrong. Right. Unless you're like a Keebler elf, don't use the ER and crack.
By the way,
what I'm saying.
I was looking at the feed for Loki on Twitter or whatever, and someone was talking about but like they did all these M words for it. I'm like, oh, murders. Like, you refuse to say murders. Like,
wait a minute, what?
Yeah, somebody used M word in replace of murder.
Okay, and what was that for, though?
It was just about Loki or whatever. That was, that doesn't matter. It was just
we just can't use the M word now.
I don't. This person just decided not to. I don't know. Like, imagine if murder is off your list of words that you're gonna have to M word. You know what I mean? Like, by the way, I thought we already had one for the LPs, but I guess not. I guess it could be anything.
I guess so. I've never. I guess people want to control whatever they can control, and like they can look at you and be like, I'm so woke
Horny?
and so progressive. I don't even have to say, well, that too.
You said when I look at you, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. The M word. Yes. It's murder.
Yeah. It used to be midget.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. By the way, like, I went back home, like, man, this is a couple years ago now, but like I was going through all my stuff and had all my baseball trophies, and like I legit was in like the senior midget league. Like I had like all my like first place trophies from. Like, this is what we called our league back then. I don't think we can do that now. I don't.
Was that baseball?
Yeah.
No, we had football midgets.
Wait, was that your team name?
No. That was the league.
Oh, that was the league.
It was the midgets.
Yeah, ours was the senior midget league, and I think that would have had to been when I was like 6th grade, so like almost done playing little league.
Yeah. Oh, I was the kid who was like at the very youngest tier because I was fat, playing with all the older kids, and like the minute I found out I didn't have asthma, but the doctor was like, maybe you have asthma. I'm like, Dad, can't play anymore. Can't do it. Even though I played in high school and I, captain of the football team, whatever. No big whoop.
Oh, captain. Huh?
Yeah, whatever. Just, doing my thing. YouTube's algorithm is awfully touchy. That's why I only have 1,400 subscribers. Whatever.
Oh, tell me more, Scott, about your 1,400.
Well, it's not 2,000.
Well, I'm at 266.
Well, I mean, maybe some better content. I don't know. Or you could do what Culture does in like, I don't big channel.
The energy. No, I refuse to do it. Like, I only asked you because you were on my channel and you were late, so you kind of owed me.
I did owe you, and I'm glad you came over.
Sure.
You're a good dude. You're all right. Yeah, guys, someone put his link. I know you probably didn't, Makani, but we only have 13 people right now, so you could tell, 14 now, you could tell that the guest really isn't helping. Usually we're at about 30-something, but hey, whatever.
Put this on me.
We got a super chat from our the head of Rogue Entertainment himself.
Oh, we do. Okay, well, he can wait. Shane Nolan, me too. Fat asthma got out of sports. Yeah, it wasn't until I went from kind of pair to less pair in freshman year of high school and found out I could play with Oh my God, I could play game. Like I could throw shot put and I could hit people hard. I was that guy. Yeah, I was the nerd. I was just such a nerd. I was like that kid who was an athlete that hit his nerddom in high school for the most part until I was a senior. And I was like, I really don't give a shit what anybody thinks of me. But yeah, I was a closet nerd for a while. Lodonos, Tree Humper says Scott suffers from small, which wee. What are you? What is he, fucking 4?
Oh, so edgy there.
He's got a wee. Thanks for the $5, brah.
That's very cool of your school making you the captain, even though you played Towboy.
Well, you know, I got to hold the clipboard.
Oh, and, but you just didn't have any papers attached to it.
Yeah, it's not my fault. One of the soles on my sneaker was this big. I was that kid, whatever.
Wait, just one of them?
Yeah.
Does he have a club foot?
Have you ever seen those kids that like one leg's really... We had a kid in grammar school that had a sole like this. I wanted it so bad because I was like, dude, he could play kickball like no other with that thing. And then I found out one leg is shorter than the other.
Yeah, that would be great until he had to run to the base.
Oh, yeah. Read my super chat. BitChute.
Did Lucas do that?
Yeah, he's so sad. He's so sad. He's needy. He's needy. He really is. I mean, check his Twitter account. You know,
I don't want to derail us. I'm sure you have some kind of plan, but real quick about disformities, right? Yeah. So when I was at the police academy, this dude was there that.
So were you actually a cop?
Yeah, I was a cop for like almost 8 years.
Oh shit! You look like you're 4, so I can't tell.
Dude, no, we're probably about the same age.
No, how old are you?
I'm 37.
No, okay, right? I'm 45.
Oh yeah, no, we're not even close.
No,
dude.
not even close, man.
No, anyway.
Thanks, though.
So yeah, no problem. So when I went to the academy, there was this dude that got in because of the Disability Act or whatever, right? And I didn't know this at first, but like he had a baby hand. Had to be the.
It's my strong hand.
It wasn't.
Oh.
The first time I found out was we were doing PT in the morning. He was in group 1, I was in group 2. We were running, right? So they finished before us because group 1. And as I'm coming off the track, right, they're doing the whole high five, like high fives, you know. And when he went to high five me, he did it with the big. I'm like, oh, what the fuck was that shit? I don't know if you've ever tried to go high five an adult and a toddler jumped in between y'all and high.
Yeah, I got toddlers, so I get that.
Yeah. Like, no.
But you
like,
know his baby, like a toddler's hand is least, it may be small, but it's theirs. Like a baby hand on a grown adult is all like what movie am I?
Scary Movie.
Yes. I use my strong hand.
Yeah,
I love that.
The mashed potatoes. Dude, it freaked me out so much because I had no clue he had a baby hand, right? Why would they let him here? And anyway,
don't be disabled, like whatever.
Let me explain why, okay?
Okay.
We're on the range, right? We're shooting and live ammo. And this dude, we were doing different drills with magazine, like change the magazine if like you can't use your hand for whatever reason, right? And this guy, because he only has one good hand, is trying to reload his weapon, and it's just pointing it like down like towards both. I was like, dude, you need to fucking stop. He failed the driving course because when you're doing it, you're taught to hold the wheel at the bottom, right, with both hands. He can't because he only has one hand, so he had to put it on top, so he fails it. When we got sprayed with the OC, at the end,
was he rubbing his head in? Like,
no, listen. So you had to talk the guy down, right? As an instructor, you talk him down, get on the ground, you know. Then you have to put him in handcuffs, right? You know, while you're, you know, got all this OC on you. So he does it. So he talks him onto the ground, right?
Yeah.
And then he looks at the guy. He looks at his holster, and he has a red gun, you know, because it's just training. Looks at the guy, looks at the holster, and he tosses his gun behind him because I guess he didn't think he could do it. And the instructor's like, "What the fuck did you just do?"
Okay.
Crazy thing I've ever seen.
Threw his gun.
He just tossed it behind him, you know, at a safe distance so that nobody could grab it.
Because my strong hand can't pick it up. So
that was his solution to this issue.
Okay. My question is this: in training, when you had to cuff him, is he impossible to cuff?
No, I never cuff.
Can you imagine? Because he just slips right out of it and beats you with the other arm and like a club.
I never had that experience with him. I never had to handcuff him.
Yes. And Shane Nolan, yes, back the blue. I am a complete supporter of the police. I mean, whatever town lets you in, I'm kind of considering what's going on with that, but
yeah, for sure, we're white. Like I support the hell out of them.
Yeah, definitely. Dog ear don't count. Mark.
I don't know how I should take that.
I take that as he don't believe you. That's my strong hand, my germs. Officer Mad Brady seeks out and tase minority midgets. Wow.
What?
Wow, well, there goes any channel support I got from YouTube.
I did have to arrest a one-armed guy. I had to handcuff him to his belt.
Yeah. That's
the best we could do, man. I wouldn't have handcuffed him at all. I mean, he's one-handed, but like he was drunk and kind of fighty. You know what I mean? So we had to do something with him.
You must have some stories, man.
So many.
You should do like a cop corner. You know?
Dude, I have stories like I've done like they're on my channel. Like I have one about the grossest thing I've ever. I don't want to think anymore about it because like it will make me gag. But no.
Share the link. In the private chat, and maybe we can.
Oh, speaking of links, by the way, before I forget, about a year ago, like when I first talked to you, I was like, "Hey, man, the Lumineers have this awesome song called Nightshade. It's like a Game of Thrones song that they did." And you're like, "Oh, cool, man. I'm gonna check it out." No, that's cool.
No,
appreciate.
I don't even remember that conversation.
That's fine.
Did we talk?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, phically talked.
Well, no, and I messaged you.
Oh,
well.
message.
I sent you the song. I sent you the song as well. But like, hey, here's that thing we were talking about, just so that you have it.
Yeah, not at all, man. Let me see. I'm going back because I don't delete shit. Oh yeah, Nightshade. There it is. That was back on August 16th, 2020. Well, thanks, man. That was really nice of you. But
you don't get to say that now. That wasn't fucking August.
No, the act of you doing it was nice.
Yeah, it's a cool song, and you're a big, Game of Thrones guy. So.
Yeah, no, that's really nice of you. I want to point this out. If you don't know who the witch guy is, that is Stephen Walton, the Enema guy. So let's go back a couple minutes. He tells Makani, send me the link. Okay, Mach, send me the link. Not like, hey, Makani, can you please send me the link? Mach, send me the link. So that was at 7:46. At 7:48, 2 minutes later, Makani says, on it. Okay? And then Loki says at 7:50, he says, Officer Mad Brady seeks out. We already read that. And then just within that same minute, he says, soon as I can at Makani, I'm working. All he said he was on it. You asked him to do something, and now it's like, oh, I'll get there when I can. You're such a prick.
Yes, sir. I was like, okay.
Jesus, man. What a prick.
Real quick, Time Prophet, I guess it's a little confusing that my channel is called Mad Barber Entertainment. It's because my buddy, Barber, who Scott pretends like he knows and like goes on his stream.
He's so awesome.
He's a great guy, but it's like our channel. Like
he's from Australia.
He's from England.
Okay, so close.
No, yeah. Anyway, yeah, no. So it's Mad Barber.
Yeah.
To get entertain. And he is a barber actually, but
he does this great stream called The Strangeness. It's Saturdays. So
is it?
Good.
Is it on Saturdays?
So good. I watch it every Saturday at 1 p.m.
It was on
Eastern.
Sunday. This past Sunday, I was on it.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I didn't watch it. Walton humps trees. Enjoys coffee enemas. Scott's a dick. Wow, that's really sweet of you. Barber is the devil. Soul Assassin says.
Yeah, he's a heathen.
Mads, I am also from England.
Oh, look, I already have two. Like both my producer and Barber, they're both British. So you seem cool, but I've met my quota of
too much.
British
Too
people.
much.
Yeah, it's too many.
But Time Prophet does really cool rendering of stuff, I believe. If you ever want to make me something I could show on here that would be funny or cool, I would do that. Time Prophet.
Okay.
Not you.
Yeah, I was like,
oh, Lodanos Larry Lampier, whatever your name is, $5. At least I still have my balls. Aren't they in some girl's bag right about now? I don't know. Who are you in love with this week? We'll find it. We'll ask her. I still have testicles. They just don't work anymore because I am super fertile and I had to do something about it.
So you're not super fertile now?
No, please God, I hope not.
It's reversible.
I'm never reversing. I'm 45 and about to have another child.
Wait, really? Another one?
Yes, another one. Due in what is it? September?
What does that make? Like 7? Like you're getting to like that morning numbers.
No. I got my magical underwear, but I only have 3. Well, this will be my 3rd.
Okay.
That I know.
Not too bad.
I know of. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you can't count on that.
Tina, you're rocking. Thank you so much. Why don't we talk about something? Let's see. You want to talk about Loki?
Yeah, we can do that. Why not?
Sure.
Makati, did you watch it?
I did not. So
okay.
I'm going in blind. I'm just listening. I'm listening to you guys basically.
Okay, Mad. I'm going to tell you what I thought of it first, and then okay.
Yeah.
This is the problem with these Marvel TV shows. The first episode gets me. I want to watch more of Loki. Tina and I, we were together. Tina, Bojan, and I were supporters of. I was such a supporter of the first almost season of Scarlet or the WandaVision.
Yeah.
Until the last 2 episodes, I was just they killed me.
That's for everybody. The first 3 were great.
Oh my God, dude, they were so good. Just what the hell are we doing?
Yeah.
The
They're
TV
nostalgic.
aspect.
Yeah.
Yes, man, it was awesome. The Winter Soldier and Captain Falcon. That was good for the Winter Soldiers portions of it. I actually ended up liking U.S. Agent. I actually ended up liking John Walker. Captain America, though, and I love Anthony Mackie, but Steve Rogers, I don't know if Steve Rogers, when he spoke, he inspired. He was authoritative. He made you feel secure. He made you feel like you were part of the team. Yeah. And Anthony Mackie just said, "Do better."
Not even just that though. He is, even when Captain America was just becoming Captain America and stuff. He always had that sense of leadership, that sense of knowing that what I mean. You follow him because he just led. And with Sam, he's always following. Yeah. He really, in the show, at least for the majority of it, really didn't have his own thing, his own motivation for a lot of it, right? It wasn't him saying, this is what we're going to do. It was him catching up a lot. But I did love the dynamic between both Winter Soldier and Falcon. And I loved it when they brought in Zemos.
Oh, yeah, Zemo.
Oh, killed it in the club. Killed it.
I like what they did with that character. Because in Civil War he outsmarted, outmaneuvered, the Avengers, but he's diabolical, man, if he wants to be.
Yeah, he was and I liked Civil War a lot, but he was really just a device to get them to fight each other, right?
That was his whole plan. His plan
was right.
Yeah,
but all of that was just because we got to get them to fight. This would be the easiest way, I guess.
Valliant Renegade, good evening, folks. Dude, if you guys are not subscribed, this guy's gonna blow up. He is fantastic, has a great voice, great videos. If you're around, Valiant, if you want to jump on, the link's in the dump chat.
Hey Valiant, hope everything's going well, man.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. Sporks is making his own basketball team.
Yeah.
The Sporks.
Sure. The Sporks.
What city are you in?
I'm not going to say the city.
Okay.
I'm in Connecticut, though.
The Connecticut Sporks.
Oh, fucking sucks.
The New England Sporks.
Yeah. We have a female professional team. What up, bitches? My husband got me pregnant while I was on the pill, and he was using a condom. Damn. Okay.
Tina, I don't want to be the one to tell you this, but he took that thing. He took the condom off by the end.
I got nothing on that, Tina.
Yeah. Tina, those were Skittles. That wasn't.
Yeah.
My wife missed 1 day of the pill. I got her pregnant. Sporking News Podcast. I was once I will once I finish rendering my animation. I am up to frame 1500 or 1700 frames for my new video. Dude, you're insane. Rock on, brother.
But how long did it take you to get that 1500? Like, to give us some sense of how long this last 200 will take.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a while. I know he's been working on it for a while. I stopped watching halfway through Wanda and never went back. I understand why people did. I finished it, and I'm sad it ended the way it did.
Yeah.
And then
I didn't finish Winter Soldier though. I didn't finish that one.
I did just because I'm reviewing it. I review it with a couple of the ladies and Stig on Nina Infinity's channel on Sunday nights. We'll be going to do Loki also on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, so please check that out. Yep. But WandaVision, like the ending, like when I found out, like they confirmed what we all believed, what's his name?
Stephen Strange?
Yeah, Stephen Strange. Thank you, brother. Stephen Strange was in the show and they took him out. Like, it would have made sense. It would have made all those commercials make sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why it's not wise to take out a pretty big part of your show last minute, because you can't have a straight white male, explaining to a woman what her powers are. By the way, I don't know why. Like, I guess some people have talked about it, but like, she's the bad guy throughout this show. Like throughout that entire show, evil, separating kids from their family. Like, do they get off at night and allowed to, I don't know, feed their young infant?
They never get to break.
No,
like she literally had children like frozen somewhere.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I don't know how that does well for kids that need to eat. I don't know if they. Again, this is the problem throughout the what we see with Marvel on the television is that there's just like they will. What I think it is that they are so determined and dedicated to whatever story or whatever idea and whatever agenda is part of it that they want to push. Right? It doesn't matter what came before, and it doesn't matter how it affects anything else. It's like Rian Johnson with The Last Jedi, right? Who gives a shit about what happened before?
Right.
Because I'm telling my story. So that's what you see. Like, if it doesn't work for what we want to do, we are either going to ignore it or we're gonna fucking break, or we're just gonna,
fucking destroy it.
Just break it. Yeah, just break it. And that's what you see in Loki. I mean, immediately, and you're like, whoa, what's happening? And they also did a lot of lamp shading, like he would bring up like, wait a minute, like how am I the one that's guilty? Like the Avengers, like, that's fine. They're
that was meant to be. That was meant to be.
Pre-approved.
Yeah.
Follow the plan, guys.
Right.
Follow the plan.
You're trying to tell me. You're trying to. Okay, hold on. This panel, Lorazapan for $5. This panel is carrying the show. Unsub from Scott and get Makani and Mads monetized. They have talent. They really do. Angela Straven, what up, dog?
What's up, brother?
Wow, this thing just jumped all on me. Brightest Day is up in the house. What is up, my friend? Parrothead's still around. Shane Nolan's still around. Yeah, Sunday Sweet. Who? Where's Kaylee?
There's Kaylee right there.
Oh, there she is. I love Kaylee. Smash that like button, people, if you haven't already. Thank you, Kaylee. You're the best. You are like one of the biggest supporters in this fandom, and I'm honored. Like when certain people, like I said, Mexican Iron Man, there's certain people when they jump into my chat, like there's family like Tina and Shane and Time Prophet, and then there's like people that like I know are huge supporters like Kaylee, and it just makes me happy. Angela Straven when he shows up. Mm-hmm.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, support his channel. He's a vampire. Jerk. I love you, bro. Just kidding. But so yeah, like you're trying to tell me that Steve Rogers was supposed to go back and bring back all those stones and then ends up living back in the 40s, maybe early 50s, with his girl, does not become a variant? Like that's... No,
because it's pre-approved. So is Gamora, the other multiverse Gamora coming over into this, and same with, the blue one. I don't know.
She died, dude. Thanos. Her sister.
Nebula.
It's Nebula.
Nebulizer. Yeah.
Yep. Like same thing. But and I want to bring it like all right. So I want to talk about like the cartoon because it's not a spoiler for the show and the story that's going on. It reminded me of Jurassic Park. Like when they had the DNA cartoon, like
it's definitely DNA, fellas. Mr. DNA,
yeah, right. But the difference is with the Jurassic Park, they actually explained it, and they did a very good job explaining. Look, step by step, this cartoon. They're like, so there was this multiverse war. Like, what does that mean,
dude?
What are you talking about? Like, are the multiverses themselves fighting
like against each other? Is time fighting each other?
How does that happen?
Are people crossing multiverses?
Exactly. But
is that Kane or Kane?
No, dude, he ain't nothing to the lizard kings of time. Like,
oh my God, who am I thinking of? The guy Richard
Mordor? No.
Mordok? No, not even close. Kane.
Khan.
Is it Khan? Crom. No.
Okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's actually a Reed. And then yes.
Yeah, he ain't got shit on the lizard kings.
Is he an original time? Well, whatever. So
that doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't matter. But go ahead, Makani.
So let me ask you this.
What up, Ben? How you doing?
Two things I want to note. In Az's review, he says that the one thing that took him out was that everything that was this whole thing about everything that happens in your life was planned.
Yes,
so you had no control of your life. Is that
everything's predetermined. Yes, it's determinism. I've had this conversation way back when I studied philosophy, because determinism versus liberal free will, right? Like there is no evidence to support the idea that we have free will, but there is for determinism. Like everything we do, even if we go against something, because no, this is what I'm meant to, like, you know what I mean? Like everything led up. That's still determined because you're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so,
even if you think you're going to do the opposite of what you think you planned on doing, you're still doing exactly what was determined. I get that.
I guess in regards to the Loki show, it sounds like that was a huge turnoff because it regards to everything that's happened within the MCU. It was all planned,
and so
nobody really had a choice over their own life.
But Maggie, you have no idea how that affects even this show in of itself, right? If everything's all right, hold on. I want to break down that cartoon a little bit more, right?
Yeah, please. Let's do this.
And another thing I wanted to ask was that he also mentioned that they seem to have a huge like inspiration from Fallout. Well, is that true? Like they were saying,
I didn't pick up on it.
Like a big.
I even played Fallout 76. Like I've played enough Fallout to where I didn't really pick up on that. I guess I kind of see what he's saying. Yeah, but like with the Pip-Boy and like that kind of, futuristic 40s or 50s or whatever kind of feel to it.
Right.
But all right, so the multiverses are fighting among each other to decide who is going to be the dominant, right? Then these three lizard guys come up from I don't know how they had this power. They're like, no, all right, we will establish the timeline, right? This is the timeline.
Are they ultimate gods?
They have to be. They have predetermined everything to happen from the multiverse war beyond now. You know what I mean? Even into the future, right? So you have these three lizard kings that are making decisions on who will do what, right?
Right.
And then the cartoon goes like, so you see, we're going to call him Bob, right? Bob's late to work. And that is a variance or whatever. And it breaks off. And before he causes a multiverse war again, we have to step in and stop him.
Right. Yeah. Like, so let me just kind of clarify that a little bit. The cartoon, like you said, and it's like one of those like 70s cartoons, like Bob is late for work and, maybe Bob wants to go back in time and conquer a country or strike gold or he's just late for work and he
was just late to work.
Yeah, he was just late to work. And what he does is, like you said, he causes a time fracture. Go ahead.
Right. All right. So we immediately have a problem now, right? So if you take him out and they go to this almost DMV type place, right? Called TVA, right?
Can I say something about that too?
Yeah.
You know what it made me think of? Without the ghouls and stuff, it was like Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, right?
You know what I mean? It had that Beetlejuice feel. That was kind of cool. But
no, but and then you go in front of a judge, right? And then, but you're guilty though, because like that's why they found you, because they detected the variant. What are you going to say? I don't know if that was me. That was the other guy, right? No, you're guilty. And what are they going to do? They're going to melt you. They melted a guy because he didn't have a ticket. He didn't have a ticket.
Yeah.
For the line. By the way, there was only 2 people in there, and they melted him. Now listen. So their whole point, though, right? Let's take Bob. Bob was late to work, so they take him and got to judge him because he messed up the variant, right? And then they melt him.
Yep.
Well, how the fuck does that fix the timeline? Because he doesn't exist anymore. You're not fixing the timeline. You're literally just melting a dude for messing it up, but not fixing it. In fact, you're messing it up more because now he's not there in existence. You didn't set him back on his own path.
Well, what they should be doing is putting him back a split second before he jumps time and erasing his memory.
They melt him,
but they just melt them. I get that.
They just melt people like
Loki.
There's no point to have a judge because they're guilty.
If Loki, they keep saying that time works differently here. Yes, we know the beginning and end of your story. So at all times there has to be that flow. When he starts that variant, if they don't put Loki back, then that whole time. So what are they saying? That whole timeline is now just destroyed. They destroy that universe.
No. No.
They don't explain anything.
No, they don't. By the way, and they were totally gonna fucking melt them before came in to save them. Wow. But and again, all right. So the time cops, I think they call them Minutemen, which I didn't appreciate the using gender language to label these people because
it made me kind of sick, and it was very patriotic sounding, and I was disgusted by that.
For such a diverse group, it's the most diverse workplace you will ever see.
I've never seen something where, but yet the toughest one, big black lady.
Right. Apparently, they have no PT standards.
Right.
Like there's
right.
But all right, so here's what's even worse, right? So these guys, the Minutemen or time cops, whatever you want to call them, are the ones that enforce these variants or whatever, right? They come in with their night sticks that slow down time or whatever. Hey, but this is what we know: they are killable, right? They can die by knife and they can die by fire. They're susceptible, to both, right?
They're just humans.
So, hold on. So they show up. Let's say I'm a variant, right? I'm like, fuck it, I'm not gonna do this, right? And they show up. I have a Glock. You have sticks.
Right.
How are you in charge to fix the timeline so we don't have a multiverse universe when all you carry is batons?
Right. How many times did he have to reach in his pocket to rewind time for a split second?
So dumb.
It's so dumb.
He's rewinding time.
Damn it, you're making me pissed off about this.
He remembers him being sent back. How does that work? How does your body go back into time but not in your mind? What are you doing right now? What are you telling me?
Thank you. I have no clue, man. I have no clue.
What is happening in the show?
That is the one thing that really pissed me off about the show. You just hit the nail on the head. It was that when they used that collar thing, he would be flashback and he's like, the furniture doesn't go back. The furniture doesn't go back. So he is actually rewinding him in time, but yet he's not forgetting anything that happened.
Not a thing. Yeah. So everything that he did is still effective. The chair's still over there, even though he's rewinding him. So everything. Wait, so how does that affect the guys that did the variants?
Exactly.
Even if they do, because they have a reset bomb, which we never figure out how that works.
Yeah.
They put the reset bomb down in the church where all the dead time cops are there.
Yeah.
Does that bring them back to life? By the way, if everything's predetermined and they know when these variants happen, right?
How are they right there?
How are they beaten in anything?
Yeah.
They control fucking time.
So they knew that the Avengers were going to do the time heist. It was predetermined.
Yeah, that's good.
But if that was predetermined, then that Loki's time variant was predetermined.
No, it wasn't. Nope, because Loki fucked up. He shouldn't have grabbed that cube, even though it is in his very nature to grab that fucking cube. So you're telling me
every time that happened, except for that one time, because it's always happening, Loki doesn't pick up the cube. except for that one time and the infinite amount of times that moment happens.
No, well,
That's
no,
what I'm
because
so confused
that's not
about.
happening in other multiverses, though, right? Because so the Avengers jumped from theirs into another multiverse to go back in time to not fuck up with the grandfather paradox and all that, right?
Yeah.
To go in another one. That's the only one they're going into. So all the other multiverses, right, in theory, should still be pushing if they're all on the same timeline. That's what I'm wondering. Like when the Lizard Kings made this shit, is all the multiverses on the same timeline? Or like, for instance, right, you have like Brightest Day is in the chat, right? Okay, in this universe, he's in the chat. Is there another universe where he's not in the chat?
Right. Well,
Right.
see, in my world, in my thought of the multiverse is that right now I have made infinite, like right now I'm going to say a word. There is infinite words I say. There's times I don't say a word. Sometimes I say Steven's a poop.
Yeah.
You know, like, but it's
those
always
are the ones that aren't
fractured
messed
then.
with. Yeah,
Right.
but that's the ones that aren't messed with. Because you got to remember,
Right.
this
But
one
there's-
was messed on because they intentionally went from their timeline, from their multiverse, into another multiverse.
That's.
Well, actually, you're right. Yeah, no. So that there should be an infinite amount of those too. If we're
right.
yeah. I get
So what you're
saying.
What are you doing? Steven, what are you doing?
There's two of them. Is he multiplying?
Oh my God, this is the multiverse. We have a variant.
I hate mobile. I hate StreamYard's mobile. They need an app for this.
Or you need a.
What's going on, guys?
That's what I always said.
I'm not at
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not near my computer though yet.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
We're
Instead of
doing
Scott,
well.
fuck you.
No,
I
yeah,
think
we're
I'm
doing well.
Scott.
I don't care about you.
We're doing well. It's good to see you. Everybody,
Yeah, I
welcome
asked Matthew
Steven.
to send me a link because he likes me.
Yeah, but what did you do? You asked the man to send you a link, and then when he does, you're like, when I have time, Mark.
Okay.
See, you took it like that because you're a dick, and I do not respect you. But Mac understands. I love Mac, and he understands, and he still has his testicles.
You see it? You see it? Wait a minute. You see any relation? See that? That.
I hate you.
It's the same person.
Maybe
It's not.
They got
What are
the
you talking
same.
about?
They got the same energy. That's for sure. That same phrase.
Yeah, that's true. So, did you watch Loki?
No, I didn't. I want to throw up all over Disney because I can't get into it. I can't. I don't have time. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I have nothing to add. So I apologize.
Good. That's good. Just sit there then.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to walk over Mad. He has talent. I want to hear what he has to say, Scott.
Yeah.
No, it's just so frustrating on so many different levels because none of it makes sense that these time cops are beaten so easily, even though they control fucking time.
Right. And okay, and don't tell me like you didn't already figure out like Tina figured out. Kang is the boyfriend of the judge. I figured that out. Kang may be one of the first time authorities, and that's why
One
no
of the
one
lizards?
Yeah, because they're not all lizards. I don't believe that.
There was only 3 of them, and they
There are
all look
3 of
very
them, and I
lizardy.
don't think they are. I just don't think that. Also, the most powerful Loki that's doing all this that they said is their enemy, it will be female Loki.
Of course, because
course.
he's gender fluid, and that's how gender fluid works. You know,
I like Tina. Do you like this show? Let me know in the chat because I really want to know if you're digging it. Because Tina and I vibed, dude, when we were watching Wanda, and then she vibed off of. She liked Winter Soldier. I mean the those guys, Falcon and the Tree Hugger.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm just worried about
they
this show,
banging?
dude. Tina and the Winter Soldier.
oh, you know they're already trying
She
to
has
ship.
a husband, dude.
They're already trying to ship
Iron Sea.
Wow.
and Loki.
Yeah.
Like,
Whoa, Loki.
all the
Get outta
flirty
here.
talk. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? The flirty talk.
Wow. Why
By
don't
the
you?
way, this first episode, if you're interested in a 45-minute like long therapy session that you watch somebody else go through, this is it.
Yeah.
Outside
Wow.
of like, there's so much wrong just with the structure, like the world building of this is so wrong because there's so many different things that they don't explain that they're like, yeah, well,
Right.
see, we acknowledge it, so we don't have to address it. Moving on, lampshade.
Read
Well,
this.
you brought up I'm glad you brought it up because I was watching Asher's review, and he showed a picture of like this, I guess this world where the time cops they live in, Are they
Yeah.
operating?
They're outside of time and space,
I
right?
And
can't
that's in the
tell
show,
what
though.
the heck.
Okay.
And the
But-
thing is,
Or the
I
comics.
can't tell
Why are they
what-
all humans?
That's
the thing
Did
is
the lizard
that,
people make them? Are they creators? Can they create life? Did they
the
make
thing
them?
the thing was that I couldn't tell what the hell was going on with that pic because it looked so overly designed.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Like there's so much going on.
Can you
I'm
find
like,
that? Can you find a
this supposed
picture
to
of
be-
that, Makani? And we'll bring
Real
it up.
quick, can I address Tina? It's like no,
Please.
there is a multiverse, but they're all controlled by the time lizards.
Right. Because if you watch Mrs. Time, Minute, Time, whatever she is, when they show the time prime, there's
Yeah.
multiple
Yes.
timelines, but they're
Yeah.
all encompassing and like swirling
but they
between
were all
each other.
predetermined. By the way, let me ask you a question. Right? Remember the rat that runs over the little thing that lets Scott
Yes.
Ant-Man out of the
Yes.
quantum realm? By the way, if he fucks up in the quantum realm, does something he's not supposed to do they have to go in there? Do they have to shrink to get into there? How do they take care of
Can
that?
they
Right.
control the quantum realm?
Right.
Well, I mean, they have to. They control
anyone-
everything. Everything was made by the lizard people determine anything. Anyway, here's my point. Right? If the rat's going to press the button, but he gets eaten by a snake, who's at fault? Does the snake get put in front of the judge? Do they do that with animals? Can animals mess this up? Like, but is it the rat's fault that he let himself get eaten? Like, you're not supposed to do that, bro. Like, whose fault is it? Same thing with the Avengers and Loki, right? The Avengers are the one that set all this in motion. They're the ones that brought.
That's what I'm trying to
They were
say.
the catalyst to put Loki, but Loki gets in trouble. So
Right.
does that mean like the rat will get in trouble if he doesn't let Scott out?
Well,
And do
will
we
they?
hold
Yeah.
him?
Will they zap that rat?
Yeah. What about a tree that has another tree that grows
Steven?
above it and it dies because there's no light for it? Do they
Right.
blame the tree? They're like, bro, you should have grew around it, man. You should have
Right. Does
uprooted
Steven
stuff."
Okay,
have one
I-
tier? Go ahead.
I found let me see.
While you're doing that, release the McCracken. What is up? Good vibes. Hi guys, been listening for a while. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Seems like the like that backstory is that there was already a Secret Wars type event. In a
No,
way,
that
because
fails
she's
in
stealing
comparison.
all these. Yeah, it's not like Tony Stark's Secret Wars. This is like you're stealing godlike powers. She's
Mhm.
stealing resetters. She could time reset.
Who?
Or Loki.
Oh wait.
whoever.
Are you talking about Becky? No, that works. It's Becky's just a name. Becky. No, it doesn't matter anyway. The girl.
Yeah,
Oh no, we
it's
lost
from this.
Lodos. See, yeah, that's
Okay.
it in the background. Yep.
Yeah, it's
No,
just I understand it exists out of time and space. It's just like I just can't tell what the
Why-
hell's going
but
on. It just
why-
looks weird.
But why are they human? And why are they all American? Why do they have American
Thank you.
voice?
So
So,
very
when they
monochrome look.
Yes,
colors.
when they created this the multiverse determined like timeline, right? Well, they would have to have the TVA in place to stop the
Right.
variants from happening from the time that they decided like, all right, we're gonna put this all together, right? Who did they create you're muted? Did they
Fucking
create-
boomer every time.
Did they create these people to work at this TVA? Do they ever get to leave? Why doesn't that guy know what a fish is, but the other dude knows every possible language in every dialect?
Right. Of
But that guy
every
doesn't know what a
timeline.
fish is.
Of every
Yes.
timeline, meaning that
Yes.
there's some timelines where dead
Like-
languages are still
Yeah,
alive.
Like Aramaic is still like one of the most like
Yeah,
used.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. like
Sumerian.
anything. Yeah.
My question is this too. If they were created there, are they,
Why did
or,
they choose human?
right? Why are they all human when they're lizard people? And if they weren't created there, are they all variants that they decided not to kill and just give jobs? That's why some know things, some don't.
That is, by the way, the rank structure in this is crazy. Like you have the judge, obviously, like
Yeah.
she's up here, right? You
Yep.
have the detective, wow, right here, right?
Wow. Yep.
And you would think that the beat cop, the time cop, would be right here.
Yep.
Oh no, she comes straight up in that room. Like, what are you doing? Why are you wasting time here?
That's another
Like,
thing.
Who the fuck are you to come talk
you
to
would
me like
think
that?
he would be above her.
Yes.
But yet she comes in, she's wrecking shop, dude. She's
Wrecking.
telling the judge what to do.
Yeah.
You
By the
know,
way,
like-
you know what would have been, but you know what the smartest thing she would have done, because he's running around with that baton trying to find Loki. But when she finally does, he's like, I don't need that anymore. Put that on my hip.
Right. Right.
Boy, that would have came in handy right about then.
I would think so too. Oh, Darius, what is up, my
Right.
friend? $1.49. Is it a Doomacorn? What is it? I don't have it up. I'm sorry.
Oh, where's
You check it out for me.
it's a popcorn.
It's a popcorn, yeah, because we getting at it. Thank you. Soul Assassin says, glad I skipped the show.
I think it was just a lot of people were saying that. If that's even Nerdrotic, a lot of people were saying that. Yeah, it's just like it's more boring. It's nothing really.
It is a 40-minute therapy session, and what they do in that, because they don't need for their story, like I said, like they don't care what happened before. They're just whatever they don't need, they're gonna get rid of and fix, right? So what they needed was the Loki that we had at
2018, 19, whatever. Yeah, 2023,
right?
whatever.
They're stuck with the Avengers one, the badass, which he is not at all in this. So what they do, they show him a 3-minute highlight.
Yeah, highlight reel.
He shows himself.
Well, but still, I mean, I meant the writers, right? So the writer, so this is their device to get all of that growth, right? Is just to say, "Ooh, here's your life," right? And they show it to him, and he's like, "Wow." That's not how that works, dude. Like, just because you're seeing someone else do it, even if it's yourself, right? Like if you go 10 years into you'd be dead, Scott. If you go 2 years into the future, right? And you hit 700, right? You're going to be like, wow, that's so crazy. And you're like, oh man, all this crazy stuff happened, right? Well, you're not going to get all of that because it didn't happen to you.
Exactly.
Even though you're talking to your future self, that's not really you.
No, it's a different variant of yourself. Variant is a good word for it.
So even though he's watching this happen to him, it's not happening to him.
Can I say though, Tom Hiddleston plays that well though?
Yes, he's a great actor.
Like I felt him, the pain he was feeling while he is a very good actor.
I was off. Like they had already knocked me off of even being able to enjoy any of it. Like, I liked the robot joke. It was great.
Yeah,
like, but what if I am a robot? Like that was
awesome, dude. That was like I enjoyed that whole processing scene.
The processing was.
I thought it was really good.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
Release the McCracken says if that's not magic, then how does those devices work? The sticks and stuff in the collar, and they're stronger than the time stone.
The time stone. All the stones are irrelevant.
There was multiple stones, because variants. So when we had the Supreme, whatever her name is, from Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme, the original one.
Yeah.
Agatha Harkness, right?
No. From Doctor Strange.
Yeah, bald
white chick that was supposed to be actually.
So this one.
Yes.
One, yeah.
Should have been maybe, I don't know, from an Asian culture, but China.
Well, even though it's a woman. Technically, she would be. I think she would be Thai. I think in the comics, the ancient one is Tibetan. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. China did not want that.
Man, too.
They wouldn't have been able to get it into China if they did it Tibetan.
Yeah.
Nope.
So, but she says, if you take the stone out, you create a branch in time. Yeah. Right. But if you put the stone back, so you're telling me someone who took the stone and created a variant, the time lords were able to stop the time stone. No, because they were able to. They had multiple time stones in that drawer.
Yeah. Because they don't mean shit to them. Because the Lizard Kings are just think about how powerful they are. Right? Not only do they control time, but they created everything, and they determined what everyone and everything is going to do from now until for eternity. They decided all of this.
Yeah. Right. They decided which one got to survive.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Like we've been making jokes about being melted for think about your life if you knew that everything is predetermined, right? And if you fuck up, you're gonna get melted. You would question everything you do. Like, fuck.
Oh shit!
Am I supposed to?
I hate this goddamn thing. I'm throwing it out.
Anyway, so you would question everything you do. Like, shit, am I supposed to wear these shoes or these shoes? Like, oh no, am I questioning too much? Am I going to get melted for questioning whether I'm supposed to be wearing these or these? Wait, now I'm questioning if I'm supposed to be questioning. You're going to get melted. Like, nah, bro, you were only supposed to question it 3 times.
Right.
That's the lizard way. Now you got to get melted.
Now you got to get melted. Yes. Soul Assassin says about the Rick and Morty does it way better than anybody. Mm-hmm. Rick and Morty,
as
that
far
first
as
season,
multiverse,
just multiverse, time travel, all of it.
Well, time travel is different. It's difficult without the multiverse, right?
Right.
Because you have the grandfather paradox, which is pretty much gonna
Right.
You know.
Marty McFly it. Angela Straven said a great here. Each choice, no matter how small, creates another universe. That's how I believe in the multiverse.
Nope.
I believe in the theory
Right,
for our world.
Yeah.
Somewhere I did really good with myself.
It's from. Sorry to interrupt, but it's
they
just
don't
like,
though in this world.
Well, sorry to interrupt. It's just like everything
please.
you're kind of bringing up is like this is one of the many reasons why I dipped out of the MCU after Endgame, just because of all this. Because I knew that like the Disney Plus shows, a lot of stuff, they had potential of actually breaking the lore. You know, the same way we saw with like Captain Marvel with, you know, how Nick Fury got his eye scratched out, and how they retconned the Tesseract, you know?
And also, like, she was the first Avenger, and apparently, remember, Fury's whole purpose of, like, putting the Avenger together is because of Thor and Loki. Well, Thor, right? Coming down. Like, it was the first time they've ever seen an alien, except for all those fucking aliens he met in the Captain Marvel movie. But again, that doesn't matter because that hurts the story, and the story is the most important thing to the the guy that wrote this is actually writing Doctor Strange's Madness of the Universe.
Oh, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, he's writing it, right? This guy's wrote like a couple episodes on Rick and Morty, and he was an assistant writer on Community, which that was his end to the MCU because of the Russo brothers.
Right.
So that's how we got this guy in here, right? But again, they're all just like little Ryan Johnsons. They want to tell their story.
World.
They don't care what comes after or what comes before, as long as they get to do.
That's why the brothers were so amazing. How the Russo brothers were able to take when they did their first Avengers movie, and Infinity War was by far, I loved it, but they were able to take multiple characters from different movies that they had nothing to do with and write them like they were the writers of those movies. They did such a good job.
Again, though, so their first MCU movie was Winter Soldier, right? And myself included, holy shit, that's if not the best MCU movie.
Which one?
Top three.
No, which one?
Winter Soldier.
It's
number
one.
Number one.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's the best. I love it more than Infinity War.
It's one of my favorite comic book movies of all time.
It might be.
I just think it's the perfect comic book movie. The way they showed Bucky coming out, just everything was fucking great.
And
if you want to
reality at the same time.
If you want to do the MCU and actually do a serious take that actually has stakes in it, then Winter Soldier is basically a blueprint of that.
Right.
But so here's the thing, though. Like when the Russos did that, they came straight from Community. I'm a huge fan of Community. I love that show. Speaking of which, Brie Larson is in that show, and I was rewatching Community. She's the only actress that's made me retroactively hate something.
Yeah,
because like when her episode came, I like verbally booed at my screen. I was alone in my living room booing at this woman on screen.
Right.
Like no one else can do that.
I hear
But if you look, like they came from Community, man, and the paintball episodes that they did were epic and great. And like, oh, okay, you can see like that they have it right.
Yeah.
And then just the work. I know they didn't direct it, but Extraction. It's such a great movie.
I saw some of it. I haven't had time to finish it. I heard it's really good.
It's really good.
I love how Tina puts this. If you've ever been in like Epcot Center or something, it does. The planned future city from the 60s.
Why did they choose that?
Right.
Why did they choose
the world of tomorrow?
Yep.
Again, all of this was chosen before anything existed because they had to have them established before they did it so that they could control the variants.
Right.
So they chose humans and they chose the 60 look like, but I kind of want to like Mad Men-ish, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with more diversity.
Right.
In one robot and in one LP.
Way more diversity, but please God, no aliens.
Well, we'll have one LP and you're kind of like, wait, is he an alien? Or
yeah.
Is that his normal size? Like, you don't really know.
And can anybody else tell me this? I've never, like our vice president in America, I've never been to Europe. But what I can say is this: I've never seen a Catholic church that has a stained glass window with the devil in it.
Yeah, that took me back. Look, I'm not an expert in Catholicism by any means, but like that really, like, oh hey, what? But it was like the 15, like I think it was what the 1500s. They're a
Yeah, it
little
was
weird.
a little weird back then. I
Well,
guess.
like it felt more like it's a daily reminder if Catholics aren't guilty enough on a daily
Right.
basis.
Well, no,
It's just a daily reminder about like, hey man,
they'll have the devil in some of them, but like not on a throne like that was. And then to say that they're like, who was the bad man? And she points at that, and then he's like, we're gonna get the devil. But yet the bad man they're telling Loki is Loki. So you're telling me I know he has horns in his helmet, but a red demon is Loki?
oh, I didn't even catch on that. Yeah, that makes no fucking sense.
It's Mephisto.
Yeah, well, that was another thing that Az was pointing out was that the show, like from the first episode, the show treats its audience as if they've never watched any of the MCU films.
They don't care. You know why? Because the people that this is like, I was going through Twitter and all of them were like the feels, like, oh my god, Loki cried about his mom, so like that's all they cared about. All they have to do is give them enough of the feels so that they don't bother watching like or paying attention to any of the garbage that's happening. That's not mine. Any of the garbage happening.
Come on, ride the train.
Show, right?
And ride
Sorry, that was me. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Tobo Moss still waiting for the Captain Britain movie or a Dan Dare one. So they are doing the What If with Peggy Carter getting the serum.
Right.
I like the Captain Britain when she is Captain Britain. I kind of want to see how that will be, or the zombie one. I kind of want to see those.
I was about to ask. I was about to ask if Captain Britain is like a BIPOC woman of like non-binary. You know what I mean? Because if it's a straight white male,
it can't be.
That shit ain't getting made.
No, it's never
not
gonna
happening.
Get made. Lodanos, I apologize as Sporking in chat, not to my panel, I guess. My connection is very unstable at this location. My love to you and all. Yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever.
Yeah, you're on your phone.
Yeah, we don't care. Time travel does work. We are all traveling forward in time. I think they were able to prove with the collider, the whatever you call that time could be paused
the Higgs
boson.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. That's a particle, I think. All right, so we've talked about Loki enough. I'm gonna keep watching it because
I'm trying to think if there's anything. Oh, sorry. Last thing that pissed me off, right?
Yeah,
I don't understand him in the Tesseract thing. Like it seemed like he's a god, all right, so he can touch it, right? Because everybody else, like when they touch it, like right.
Right.
But when he grabbed it there, and he's in like handcuffs, like Asgardian handcuffs, and he grabs it, like does the Tesseract determine where he's going? Or does he make that decision? Because he made
he had no clue
where to land.
He had no clue where he was.
So then the Tesseract makes that decision. Again, the Tesseract should be melted and not him. But
what I don't understand is this too. Actually, dude, that is a very good point. If he didn't decide where to go, I mean, he picked it up and he leaned back and he was gone. But like Loki has used it before. So you're telling me Loki just couldn't think like, take me to Asgard?
Well, maybe his voice command? I don't know. But here's what pissed me off, though. Like, he gets shot out of this portal, right?
Right.
And when he lands, those handcuffs, the shackles are gone.
Right.
They're not still attached and the chain's broken or whatever.
And he was just
gone.
He was able to just take that off like it was nothing.
They're not laying next to him.
Right.
They just disappear. Why? Again, because they need him to have his hands in his mouth for what's coming up.
And Tina brought a good point. Tina brought up a good point, like about the stick. It makes you go 1/16th the speed unless they're melting you. I guess.
You can't make that into a bullet. You can't do that with a bullet.
Well, the thing I'm thinking is Loki is a god. These people are people from what we could tell. You're telling me Loki couldn't get the drop on the one woman? She hit him square in the jaw with that thing?
Yeah.
Like, you're right. Like, these people have to be like some type of advanced gods of themselves, but they are is time variance.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're
susceptible to knives and to fire. We know that. They're in an open field and they're like, oh, it's a flame, and they all die.
Yeah, they're like
instantly inflamed.
Oil all over us. That's kind of funny. Oh, look at that hooded person with a lantern. What are they doing?
Quick, Bill, before we all burn, rewind us 5 minutes.
That's another thing. So they have the thing with the collar. They can't press something on their stick that rewinds time real quick. Like,
no, there's something because they're traveling through time. They're traveling through time to get to the variants.
Yeah.
Use that. Go back 5 minutes.
It's unbelievable, man. Now, there are devils in churches, like in the stained glass, but it's always like whispering into Jesus when they tempted him, or Jesus stepping on his head, like, or Michael beating him down or something, but not sitting
Michael,
on a throne.
what?
The Archangel Michael?
Oh, him. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that guy.
I thought you were saying
him?
Jesus beat down Michael, the devil. I'm like, I don't.
He kicks everybody's ass.
Yeah.
I mean, he's Jesus. He's a
No,
hippie.
it's girl Loki that killed all them.
Right.
I mean, I don't know why she pointed to that. And how does that time bomb reset? By the way, does her mind go back in time? Because Loki's didn't. The black chicks didn't when she got,
I'm so confused, dude. I'm so confused.
It's just a bunch of lamp shading, and by the way, Christopher Nolan did the same thing in Tenet. It pissed me off. Like,
I still haven't seen
he shows up, and he's like, so how does this whole time with the bullets? It just does. Don't ask. It does.
Right. I like this one. I'll take anything with more Haley Atwell. I love her too.
I don't even know who the hell that is.
That's
Peggy Carter.
Oh.
And you said something earlier that I disagree with. I don't think Steve went back, because if Steve went back in time and broke up her marriage, he would be a variant. So Steve,
no, because that's pre-approved.
No,
that's Lizard approved. Yeah,
no, because then that's a contradiction. Because she's still married with that person with the children. So the way I look at it is that she actually married. It's actually Steve, and she just never. Oh, that's right. But she never tells anybody. It's Steve.
Well, but it's a different but it's a different universe, though, right? So it wouldn't make sense that in the
depends on who you ask.
Well, I mean, they did travel through the multiverse. He did go there to.
Well, no, because there are certain the writers and the Russos say it differently, and I forget who says what. One says he went into an alternate timeline and lived out his life. So another said he has always been in this timeline. He just let his friend Bucky be, a slave and a murderer for the Russians for, 80 years.
That feels more like canon. Based on everything we've seen so far, that feels like that's canon.
Oh, my God, man.
But again,
so hard.
As long as it's Lizard approved, you're fine, dude. You
Yeah.
can go back and stop them from marrying somebody, which is going to affect everything. Everything. It's a butterfly effect. But as long as that is, Lizard approved.
DJ, what we're trying to say is so you put this thing on, and what they keep doing is rewinding time so Loki can't get to him. But when you rewind time, how does Loki even remember jumping at him?
Right.
How does Loki remember he was even rewound?
Yeah.
Like,
You're saying he's
his still
protected
mind.
because of the collar.
The collar's what's doing it.
Yeah. How is his body going back into time, but not his mind? By the way, when they took his essence or what, I forgot what they called it. Like, they took it looked like a Polaroid, like a picture, right? And they're like, oh, this is like, I don't know what he said.
Oh, no, it was his aura of some.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that'll come back.
Like, their soul, like, is he running around soulless? But is that only in this place? Did they have to give it back to him, like when he has to go out to do a mission?
No. They didn't take it from him. They took a picture of, let's say, like a heat. Like, all of a sudden, you take a picture of like a heat.
Okay, that's probably
you know
right.
what
My
I'm
bad.
saying?
Yeah, I read it because he said this is your. Like, I thought like he took it from him. You know what I mean? Like you do shoelaces.
Right.
And,
would have been great if Steve was who she married and her kids were secret super soldier babies.
Well, they didn't have kids though.
She didn't have kids?
No. Yeah, she didn't have kids.
Okay, she had. I don't know. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
All right.
Again, I went 2.5 hours this morning on this show.
Yeah. We just talked an hour and 13 minutes, and I did not plan on doing that with Loki. But what do I want to jump to next?
By the way, how are you feeling about that first episode? You came into this show like no, I liked it. I enjoyed it.
So this is the thing I do with every freaking every show. If you ask me the minute I finish something, I'm like, I kind of like that. I thought that was good. And as I break it down more and more, I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, you need time to think about it.
Yeah, yeah, process
He's ready to pull
Yeah.
that thread, that
Right.
first thread, and it all
I can pull it
unravels.
myself. I pull it
Yeah.
myself. That's the problem. Like I was driving, I watched it before work this morning, and this started happening as I was driving to work.
Yeah.
The thing is with Loki, I actually enjoyed watching the episode. Unlike like the
boring.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, some of those episodes was like painful to get through. Like the Bad Batch, I can't watch that show.
I watched
it's
half the first episode.
horrible, dude.
20
They
minutes
brought
in, I'm scrolling through Twitter already.
Yeah.
They brought
happening.
what was it? Those two girls from Clone Wars season 7 into the Bad Batch as like a cameo appearance.
What the Spanish chicks?
Yeah,
Because there's
yeah, the ones
Spanish
with the
chicks
side
in
their
their
head
galaxy.
shaving. Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense. So this article, though, guys, we may not read it, but I just want to see. We kind of have to read it because I don't know exactly what they mean by this. The official Star Trek Twitter claims they will remove hate speech, employees Will Wheaton and Marina Sirtis. So my question is this. Employees Will Wheaton. So
Yeah,
did they
well-
hire them for Twitter?
I think
Yeah,
they
like-
more hired them.
Yeah, is it related to the hate speech? Because it looks related with that comment. Like, it's not two different subjects. Like, are they employed to root out all the hate speech on their Twitter?
These are the
That's a
same.
weird job
These
for
are
them.
the same people that like attacked, like Will Wheaton attacked white people as supremacists,
Well,
and
yeah,
and Marina attacked like straight white men every chance
Well,
she gets.
she basically, with Marina Sirtis, she basically said that when you remember when earlier this year when Texas was having those big snowstorms.
I do. I'm in Texas.
Yeah,
I
she
remember it
said.
very well.
Yeah, she was saying that her heart kind of goes out for the people in those snowstorms, but they said that she basically said that you get what you deserve because you voted Republican. Yeah.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
cool.
And Will Wheaton is basically, I would say he is the equivalent of Freddie Prinze Jr., just more
Man, I really like Freddie.
punchable, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Summer Catch. It was such a good movie.
Summer Catch.
Like more, more. You would cuss him out more.
Wait a minute.
You would
Wait a minute.
what's
Who
up?
was in Summer Catch?
Freddie Prinze Jr.
and
The chick from
Jessica
Seventh
Biel.
Heaven.
I
Jessica
do
Biel.
remember that.
Yeah,
Jessica Biel. Mm.
Yeah, what's his name from Hackers that had like
Yep.
the bandoliers but with floppy disk in it or whatever?
Yep.
What's his name? He played
He was in Scream.
Lillard. Not
Lillard.
Yeah.
Lillard.
Something. Yeah, Lillard.
Someone
yeah.
interviewed
He was in it
him.
too.
Someone recently interviewed him that
Oh,
we
and Fez.
know. Who did?
Yeah. I remember that too. Yeah,
Was that
said he was a
Midnight's
pretty cool
Edge?
guy.
Or was that?
I mean, it feels
Or
like
was
it,
that?
right?
It was either that or was Orville Nation or somebody like
No.
somebody.
No,
Yeah, no.
I think it was Midnight Edge. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
So I love Tina, man. Don't go to the dark side, Scott. Don't leave me alone, Tina. You know I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
So am I, but like I'm hoping not every episode is a 45-minute
I'm gonna
therapy
sneeze, so
session
keep talking.
for him to get into his feelings. Like they needed the completed arc of Loki. So what did they just showed a
They
big clip.
fast forward him.
Yep. But see,
I was
real
hoping
quick,
they didn't
sorry,
do that.
No, but the last thing with Nebula, right?
Nebula.
So same thing happened, right? Because
Yep.
the future and the past met, right? And
Yep.
in the future is like, look, you don't have to be the bad guy. Like, look at me, I'm cool as shit. I have friends. I'm a guardian. And she's, I don't give a fuck.
And
That's not
gets-
me. That's you.
She gets killed.
Yeah. Why? She didn't experience those things. Same thing with Loki. Loki.
Same
can't
thing with
complete that arc.
Gamora. Same thing with Gamora.
Same thing.
She,
She's
you
a
know.
completely different person.
No, because
This-
she didn't experience basically
She
getting
just-
killed by Thanos.
You
Thanos
are your
dropping
memory.
her off the cliff.
Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna. Did they cancel Superman and
Oh,
Lois? I hope
Did
not.
they?
I know they got rid of all their writers, and I really liked that show. So I'm gonna
wait,
be.
did they
Well,
really? I
that's
thought it
what
was.
I heard.
I thought it was going like really well. I
It
thought
did
was, like,
after the 6th episode. They took a hiatus and got rid of their whole writing room.
why? I thought it was.
Check out Culture Casino. He has the answer. I don't know.
I don't ever watch this stuff.
Yeah, I know he sucks. Shane Nolan. They have said hateful things. Yeah, Will Wheaton and him. The Time Prophet. We don't want Marina Sirtis to come back to Britain. She can stay in America with Prince Harry. Oh God, we don't want them all. You could keep Meghan. Man Squatch, what's up, brother? At Sporking News Podcast, Marina Sirtis and Will Weekend are the two most racist assholes they got. I'm in agreement. I was hoping DJ would be here for this. I'm gonna sneeze. He's a big Star Trek guy. Oh my God, this is stuck. Brightest Day, John stating they employ people who commit hate speech, thereby showing a double standard. Oh, so John did go into this.
Oh, okay, I get it now. I'm sorry, I read it now. Sorry, the way Scott read it messed me up and made it incapable of reading it correctly. I get what you're saying.
The thing is, it's not surprising. I mean,
I suck.
Star Trek has done, this year. What was it?
Getting a phone call from Texas. Oh, damn it! I was going to answer it and see if it was like your car's warranty is almost up. All right, go ahead.
Why would they talk like that?
Because you're from Texas.
Is that how I talk?
Kinda.
I'm not surprising. I'm not surprised by them doing this because remember, I think it was like 2 or 3 months ago they did a whole article on their own website, basically saying that communism leads to the Star Trek future. It leads to the utopian future.
Yes,
and they promoted a Star Trek fan who was openly support communists. Is promoting it.
By the way, what they're saying here with hate speech, honestly, what that is code. It was Pauly. Worded code. I forgot how they say it now. Like whenever you say something and they don't have another point, like that's just that's code for I'm a racist or whatever. Anyway, hate speech here is just negative. Anything negative about Star Trek, it will be removed. Like, well, that was hate speech, bro. And like, why you hate our shit?
Anything that's not progressive too.
Right. Yeah.
This is what's bothered me. A conservative mind now is racist and hateful. Where, like, I'm sorry, how is it hateful that conservatives don't want to kill unborn children? How is it hateful that conservatives want families to be united? And I'm sorry, like, I consider myself a new Republican because I was always a classic liberal. A new Republican doesn't give a shit how you live your life. If you are not hurting anyone and it doesn't affect me in a way where you're trying to change my freedoms, go ahead and live your life, dude.
Classical libertarian. I got you.
I believe in law.
So do the libertarians. It's just like
I'm more like a moderate libertarian.
Right. It's like as long as what you're doing, I don't care what you do, but as long as it doesn't affect
live and let live.
The problem with libertarians is it's like, you know what? This is a two-party system in America. No matter what anybody says, until something is massive, it's never going to come between these two, Democrats and Republicans. So pick a freaking side. Sorry.
I mean, or don't. Like,
no,
even
pick
if like
a side. You don't have to listen
have
to
you
me.
got a horse? No, not anymore, man.
Right.
I grew up on a ranch, but
right. Oh, I can imagine.
many moons ago.
I'm gonna be a Texas Ranger like the karate guy.
It was like so when that one ring to rule them all.net or whatever the hell that shit was.
Yeah, the one ring.net. Yeah,
right. So when they said protect the phrase "protect the lore,"
protecting the lore, respecting the lore,
is
coded for racism.
Yes,
towards literature that shows no color, and that was such a
that's disgusting.
It was such a disgust. They got properly ratio for that.
Well, let me ask you a question real quick, Matt. So if I went in and started redoing Boondocks with white characters and got rid of the whole black narrative in the Boondocks, which is such an awesome cartoon strip.
It is.
If people are like, oh, don't do that because the original is, so are they racist now? You know what I mean? Because is it only canon when white people want to keep canon?
No, like, all right, so here's the problem, right? You have what you have equity, right? Equity is the idea that since, again, this is them, right? Since basically white straight males have had the advantage, have had the lead in a race, right? That there should be things that are given to the oppressed, to the minorities or what have you, so that they can catch up. They're looking for the equality outcome, not the equality opportunity, right? So the reason why they want to like turn Captain America into a gay hobo on a train
Well,
is
hot.
or for an example, right? Or
That's
turn
hot.
Superman black, whatever, right? It's
Right.
because and everyone's like, just make a new character. Like, no, because these have been established for so long. It's not fair that now we have to make our own new characters. Just give us yours so that way we'll be equal. But
Right.
you're taking mine though. Yeah, but we're equul.
No,
Right.
you're not equal.
Well, can we get back to this? Let's read this real quick. So, no, don't be sorry, dude. The post to Twitter: the Star Trek universe is a safe community for all. Well, I mean, it is the universe. They then included an image that reads infinite diversity and infinite combinations. And it then reiterates the Star Trek universe is safe community for all. From there, it states, we welcome passionate and thoughtful conversation about the Star Trek universe. We will not tolerate and will remove any racist, misogynistic, transphobic, ableist, and homophobic comments or hate speech. What about well, I guess that would fall under racist.
What I don't get what separates hate speech from all of that other stuff. Like,
hate speech is hate speech.
yeah,
dude.
wouldn't it be a umbrella term?
Right. Well, let's look at Will Wheaton, okay? Wheaton clearly expressed his hatred when he declared white people are... Will Wheaton's white, guys. White people are domestic terrorist insurgents, and that he does not want a unified United States just a few short months ago in January. He posted to Facebook, make no mistake, these domestic terrorists do they know what the fucking word insurgents means? Like, these people are fucking retarded if they don't understand what insurgents mean. That's a planned, coordinated attack. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, I was going to say, I kind of agree with the second part about the not having a unified United States. I mean, if they want to secede from the Union, sure, man, have at it.
No, I'm not going to
sure
let
a
them.
whole country ran like Portland is going to be a beautiful
real
fucking
good.
beacon to the
Hey,
world.
Chaz. They're stormed and occupied the Capitol. I mean, for the most part, people were let into the Capitol and told just please be respectful. There were some idiots.
Of course. Idiots.
They still have not found anybody who had any weapons like guns. A person was shot by a police officer, which is sad, but we've never even got that cop's name.
Never
but
will.
yet.
He was cleared of it already. I don't know if you knew that. He's already been cleared of the whole thing, and he's back at work. Done
deal. Killing a veteran, whatever. There is extensive videos of police stepping aside to let them pass. I've seen videos of cops taking a selfie with the rioters inside the building. No, dude, there's a video of a black officer who says, I don't agree with you, but I respect your right to protest.
And even the crazy Viking dude was like, "We gotta stay peaceful." You know what I mean?
Yeah, he actually said, "We gotta stay peaceful."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how much. I don't know how deep you want to go on that.
We'll let it kind of, people know what we mean. Compare today's behavior by law enforcement. He continues with this. The states to their behavior in summer during peaceful civil rights protests.
Billions they stopped telling people
At 2 billion.
Yes.
In June, they stopped. June 2020, they stopped giving us figures. And then with the insurgents, they said it was $30 million in damage, and now it's down to 1.5. So in June 2020, before the Summer of Love, which I got to give Crowder respect for that because he calls it the Summer of Love.
Well, that's because the mayor of Portland called it the Summer of Love.
I know. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm going to stop again. And it is undeniable that today's violence and chaos was permitted and encouraged by choice. So you're telling me that just like the mayors who let their, Chaz be taken over where there was residential area and these people had to live in this fucking criminal zone of hatred. Okay. I'm sorry, guys, if we're getting political, but it bothers me when people want to rewrite history, and an insurgence is not what happened. Yes, if anybody broke the law in the January 6th protest, they should be prosecuted. Mm-hmm. And if they did violence, prosecuted. But that should also go for the people that rioted for a fucking year and burned down businesses, killed police officer. Yeah, I mean, it's still going on in some places.
Yeah.
They just stopped reporting about it.
Yeah, because
makes me sick, dude. Makes me sick. I'm done. I fuck Will Wheaton. I don't care. You know what, Star Trek? You disappoint me. You disappoint me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Then it disappointed me a bit. I'm not a big fan of Star Trek. And everything I've seen so far, like that feels like it's par for the course.
I guess so.
I'm not surprised by any of this shit anymore. Like, honestly, I actually encourage it because, like, and I think they know this too. Like, whenever, like, Geo's a perfect example, right?
Right.
The only attention that book of the High Republic was from people going, holy shit, what are y'all doing over there, right? That's all the attention. So it's great when they do shit like that because it gives so many of our friends, on YouTube content for days. So I encourage it. It's too late for a lot of these properties now. You know what I mean? Most of them are kind of past saving. So fucking go balls to the walls with the shit, guys. Make I don't know, swing from your armpit hair on your period.
Right. It's so
seriously. They're not doing this on purpose. They're not seriously, come on, man. And a lot of this is, I really believe this, right? So Disney specifically, China is not an option for them really, anymore, as a source of income. So that's why you got India. They're really focusing on that, right? And now they can go LGBT. Why? Because they already had their built-in excuses. One, guys, but COVID wasn't over that long. They were still, you know what I mean? That's one.
Yep.
Two, well, these white supremacists, they wouldn't come out and see LGBT representation. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's already built in. So even if they do fail, well, I mean, it's white man fault.
Yeah. And also something to blame.
You got it. That's what
Morgan's saying.
It was already there. And I say, hey, go crazy with this shit, guys.
Come on, man. Star Trek died as soon as they started producing this new crap, JJCBS. Dude, my friends, some of the guys here, not you guys. Why am I even saying that? That's a lie.
No. We know.
I don't mean by my friends, like Script Doctor, Bear Nerd Fun, Lodanos, the Tree Fucker. They got me wanting to watch. I started watching Star Trek: The Next Generation, and I'm like, wow, this stuff is good. But why should I keep going if I know it's going to lead to Mikey Spock?
Yeah,
if it's going to lead to all that crap.
Wes
JJ.
Moody.
Yeah. Well, what about Wes?
No, I was going to say, as far as Star Trek people, I was going to say Wes Moody.
Yeah, Wes.
Culture.
Yeah, culture.
Yeah, I go over there on Trekking on Tuesdays. I've never seen you. I've never seen y'all like you over there, Scott, but that's all right. Anyway, so I go over there on Trekking on Tuesday.
What'd you say?
Trekking on Tuesday.
I don't listen to you that much. Who's Trekking on Tuesday?
Wes. It's the whole thing that he does.
Oh, I don't watch Wes.
No, but
I watch Conspiracy or Conspiracy.
Dude, it was before I figured out what the title was.
No, you didn't get that? It's like Conspiracy or Conspiracy.
Yeah, no, I love that.
It went over my head.
Yeah. I love Wes.
No, but that's the only Trek I've really been exposed to for the most part. I've seen the JJ ones, and I still stand by Beastie Boys Sabotage can work in absolutely any movie. Any trailer. Period. I cut together.
It's one of those songs.
Yeah. I cut together the Sabotage of Christ, a trailer for the Passions of Christ using Sabotage. It's on my channel, and it works 100%.
Did you get a strike for that?
Yeah, I get strikes on everything. Not strikes, but I get claims on everything I do. Are you kidding?
I kind of want to see that, but all right, share that in the private chat because I want to watch that. That is awesome.
I did it in the middle of a Culture Sunday show because I wasn't paying attention. He spent the first hour and a half talking to the chat and just ignoring us, so I made the trailer.
No wonder he put you in timeout.
Come on, man. Yeah, dude, that's my boy, man. He's on my channel twice a week. I can't think of him enough over there.
That's awesome. That is awesome. What else do we got to talk about? You know what? Is there any the Batman news? Well, can someone find something?
Go
ahead.
I'm excited for that one.
Well,
I am too.
I did cover there's a rumor.
Yep.
A rumor that WB is not
Yeah,
is not fond of, what the test screening was, or what they saw.
What they saw,
and
yeah.
they're looking at reshoots and such like that, but that was about it. We covered that on Saturday.
Oh, I didn't hear about the reshoots. I know it was that they had a problem with the way it was cut.
Let me check that,
because it was like it was. I don't know if they said it was too dark or too brutal, but like it sounded like something we would want, and they're like, "No, let's not do this." I'm
right,
like,
dude. I mean, look. I'll give Sparkly a chance, man. Like I think he's a great actor.
I do too.
He's an idiot and he's arrogant and he thinks he's Marlon Brando, but
bro, let me ask you.
Give it to me, man.
Have you ever heard of a more Bruce Wayne thing to do than to fuck Catwoman on top of the Batmobile?
Yeah, if they could show me that footage,
I
mean, that has to be the.
And then not just banger, get her pregnant on top of the Batmobile.
Right? That's Lenny Travis's daughter, man.
Right,
I mean,
right. He's a pimp.
That's straight up gangster.
He's a pimp.
Right?
She's smoking.
No, it's not Travis.
That is the most Bruce Wayne sounding thing I've ever heard.
Right.
Damn.
Oh, really? Drumhead episode. The Drumhead is about cancel culture, partly, and that's TNG. All right.
No, not reshoots. It was a rumor that Warner Brothers thinks that the Batman is terrible and may delay it again to 2023.
Share that.
Yeah.
Did it go into like
it was a
what
rumor.
they
We
said
covered
was
it on
terrible?
Saturday.
Yeah.
We're gonna team it here. It's in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the link. Put it in the link. All right,
And
got
so
it.
is the sabotage of Christ.
All right, I gotta watch that, dude.
By the way,
Can you, Makani, in the chat, share his Passion of the Christ one.
Sabotage of the Christ. By the way,
Excuse me.
I didn't. It just happened lined up that this all went down on Orthodox Christian Easter. I didn't know when I made it. Like, really, it was just a coincidence, actually.
That's fantastic.
But,
all right. So the Batman could yet again be in serious trouble. This is from JB Augustine. Augustine, is it?
Or Augustine, if you want to go
Augustine. It's JB Augustine.
Augustine, I just don't speak their proper language.
Augustine actually is correct if you're talking about Saint Augustine of Hippo, the theologian. It's actually Augustine, not Augustine.
Right. Thank you. I'll go with that. So, as according to new rumors, so take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, it's a huge grain of salt.
The film has been the subject of frustration, negativity, all the way to the top of Warner Brothers Studios. See, this is where I find this right here. Sorry about that, guys. Negativity all the way to the top. Then why would they sign him to like a production deal? Multi-production deal.
Did they do that before or after?
This was more recent.
It was more recent.
Right. So they signed him before.
The signing was more recent. I believe.
Was it?
Because because of Pattinson's, I think Pattinson's own studio or Pattinson's production company. Yeah,
real. Even with all the drama that is, like we're pretty sure like that's just going down.
You know what? I'm not familiar with his production work.
Yep.
No one is.
So, but it sounds like they might have they have confidence in that.
Yep.
That he might be better, behind the camera.
I don't know. He was great in Rover. Like I don't know if y'all seen that one.
Oh no, he's great. He's a talented actor. Absolutely. It's just.
I feel bad because I was Team Jacob. Now I'm like, damn it, I should have been Team Edward.
Okay, that was the gayest thing anybody has ever said on my stream. I'm proud of you. So Doomcock did a video. They're talking about at the top of the discussion about this rumor. It should first be noted that even Doomcock himself has stressed he is skeptical about the information he presents and urged viewers the grain of salt thing. Because he always if Doomcock doesn't think he'll say that. Grain of salt. Regardless, the word from his source is that the villains vexing the Dark Knight this time are studio executives who've seen the movie and aren't happy. Following the wrap of the film in March, Matt Reeves reportedly screened a rough cut of the film for studio execs, after which they freaked. But they're studio execs. They don't understand.
That's the thing. It's studio execs. So.
And as noted by Doomcock, the reaction was similar to those of Star Wars and Star Trek fans who saw the... See, I can't...
I don't think so.
Because
they're not fans.
He's saying the studios, though, the studio executives are freaking out. But then the analogy or the comparison is to fans that saw.
Right.
Like those are two entirely different audiences
Completely.
looking for completely different things.
They're
than what
worried
you're
about
Studio
money.
execs, they're all about the bottom line.
Yes,
they're all
money.
about profits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, not over in Disney apparently.
Yeah.
So what it sounds like is like a lot of the money that was put in, whatever the production budget that was put into it was, this is what they came out with. That's what it sounds like to me.
So I guess
thought of like the turnaround from
right.
Whatever, how much, I need to look that up, how much it cost.
What? Oh, the movie?
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. The movie, the studio's
100
problem.
million. That's what
Okay.
saying. Yeah, 100 million.
With all the shit that happened with Zoe
Right.
and working, he didn't work out. His
Didn't wanna work
attitude.
out, yep.
The studio's problem is apparently with the film's Bruce Wayne stuff. Doomcock hears that action scenes are fine per se, but the production, because he's not in the action scenes, producers are mulling the possibility of
Right.
reshooting the scenes of Pattinson as the billionaire playboy for whatever reason. So is he not playboy enough? Is he too emo Bruce Wayne,
Or like I don't know, like I think some of that's gonna have to fall on Matt Reeves in the writing. Like if he wasn't able to like their drama, their tension, like that he's a good. I think a great director would be able to use that tension
Exactly.
purposefully to put it into the film, right?
Yeah, but don't forget this is Batman Year 2. Has he perfected the mask Bruce Wayne? Because Bruce Wayne is the mask.
Right.
He is not Bruce Wayne. Has he perfected hiding the anger and the rage inside yet? You know what I
But
mean?
this doesn't give us enough to know if the problem is with the characterization that they have a problem with, like the Bruce Wayne they're seeing, or is the problem with Patterson being the Bruce Wayne? The way
That's what. Yeah, is it the
portrayed,
writing or
that's the
his
problem,
portrayal?
right.
Okay, yeah, I got you. Bruce Lombardi's in the house. Everybody.
Hey, Bruce.
Also is just a normie who has a channel. Dope dude. I love Bruce. Bruce is a good people. Old school. Bruce is OG, man. Bruce is OG.
And he is an amazing painter.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard that. Back to what we were talking about though. Yeah, that's the thing I'm trying to figure out. Is it his acting? Because the guy's a great actor, and to me, if he's being a pain in the ass on set, it might be part of his method acting. So, like, I can't imagine him being bad. I don't know.
I don't know. He kind of seems like he's just a kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
like this womanizer in the best way possible. Like I'm not against it. Like I'm on board. That's Bruce Wayne.
Right.
Love it. Mask or not.
But
Oh.
they also bring up this part. Apparently, are to reshoot these are the least expensive parts of the film. So are they upset about even more? But it's just the Bruce Wayne because they could easily redo that. Because look, Bruce Wayne, that's Bruce Wayne. Like 90s, I guess Bruce Wayne. I guess so.
He looks
90s?
more like the Riddler before, or like you know what I mean, like a villain. He looks
he
very
looks too
villainous.
gaunt is the word.
reminds me
Gauntly, something like that. Yeah, like he looks more like an Edward Nygma before he became the Riddler.
Yeah.
Well, he also I don't know why, but like remember the Amazing Spider-Man, Harry Osborn's
Oh,
kid.
you mean Dane DeHaan? Dane DeHaan, becoming
Yeah, right. Doesn't he look
that,
a lot like him? Like that vibe to him, like that.
Wait a minute,
Oh,
who?
there's some kind
I
of
see what you're saying.
disease. I got it
Okay,
from my
so-
father. And die.
Do you remember the film? Do you remember the film Chronicle?
Yes.
Yes.
Dane DeHaan was the other brother, the crazy one.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
who directed that? Wasn't it? It
That
was
was
went to do Fan Four Stick, right? Just
Yeah, he
fucking
went
lost
from
his-
It
that.
wasn't Max Landis. Josh.
Yeah.
No, not Max
Josh
Landis.
Trank. Yep.
Yeah,
Max
Josh
Landis, I think
Trank.
wrote. I think he
Yep.
wrote Chronicle.
He's
I
the
think he
one
wrote
that.
Chronicle.
He's the
Yeah,
one that.
he directed. No, I
threw-
think he directed Chronicle.
No, he directed and wrote.
Landis.
Yeah, he wrote and directed Chronicle with Max Landis.
Yeah, Max Landis, I think, wrote Chronicles.
Oh, I thought it was writing thing.
Well,
but
I think it was
okay.
a co-wrote, but it does.
All I
because
know-
it made sense why Michael B. Jordan was brought back from Chronicle.
it made no
Four, yeah.
sense. A guy did one movie, and then you give him Fantastic Four.
Yeah, and the
he
thing
loses-
is, it was
he loses
the
his
thing
mind.
is with or it was such a complete disaster behind the scenes that him having a meltdown, and they were playing for him to do a Star Wars film at the time.
Yeah. He was gonna have. I think. Wait, was he gonna have Rice? No, that was. I think they already had Trevor. But they did have him on.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was like before Trevor was fired.
Right. Maybe.
I think he. Wait. I think he. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, he did go on to go do that Capone movie. I have not seen it with Bane, Venom.
Yeah,
what's his name?
Venom.
Oh, Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Where it's all
about.
it's all about him getting the syphilis part of his life.
Oh, has to be the most most interesting part of the Capone story.
Right.
Let's focus on this disease.
Let's just
that
focus
drives you
on
crazy.
eats his brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this cost is nearly $400 million already, and that's just filming.
Oh wow,
that's insane.
Oh,
dude.
it ballooned up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's inflated. Okay.
Oh man, are they gonna try to drop this on HBO Max?
They can't. They can't.
So I can understand why they probably weren't happy because if it ballooned up to $400 million for the production, that's bad.
You think they would
if
screen it? To smoke screen, right? We got to do reshoots, and we're not going to be able to do it. They try to delay it until they can put it out in a full theater. Yeah, you're muted, Scott. Yeah, you didn't know.
Suck. I knew. I hate this. Okay. Anyways, when asked by his compatriot Harvey Cthulhu, I always say it wrong. The parrot Cthulhu. Who has the button, why the potential delay would be so long, Doomcock cited another salacious and perhaps specialist rumor as the reason, noting that it would be done to accommodate Zoe Kravitz. Well, I mean...
Zoe's proposed pregnancy?
So
you got a little Robin in there. I don't know if Batman. I don't know what the name was.
Damian. If he did impregnate her, and they have to do reshoots, they would have to wait till she has the baby, gets back into shape.
Mm-hmm.
And all the theaters are fully opened again.
Why would you drop it? Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, not at $400 million. You do not want to drop it on HBO Max.
No. If that's how big the production budget is,
yeah,
I can see why they're probably furious.
Right.
Yeah.
So, if this movie bombs, is the Snyderverse coming back? That's my question. Answer it.
I don't know where they're at with it now.
Thanks, Bruce.
You got The Rock dropping people's elbows and shit, trying to keep it going for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
DJ, I'm sorry, DJ, I love you. Salacious. Thank you, brother. All right, go ahead.
No, because I don't know what impact it would have on the way they feel about the Snyderverse. Because if Matt Reeves and this whole thing blows up in their face, they're not going to bring someone back in that they're iffy about already. That they've already seen their product. They know what they get from Zack Snyder, right? And it's decent enough to bring in his hardcore fans. But it's not gonna accelerate it past that cap. There's a cap to Zack Snyder movies. Let's be honest. There's a cap. The majority is gonna come from his diehard fans.
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Muck.
No, and I know Scott. Me and Scott have probably two different opposing viewpoints when it comes to with Snyder. My stance is. All of this, with Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Batman, Matt Reeves' Batman, and whatever they're doing, this is I see it as this is what's left of Warner Brothers before the Discovery merger.
Yeah,
because it feels like they're just trying to
kind of like Fox.
Get this out, and then once they finalize the merger, and once they set up there. Then they'll start with the plan.
They'll just nuke the entire fucking thing and start from scratch. And
get rid of JJ.
Yeah. Put somebody in. Well, no, he's running it, right?
No, I assume that what JJ was part of the plan. Is part of the Discovery merger, kind of leading that.
Yeah.
Well, but though, if that's true, though, why? All right, if they're just fuck it, we'll get this shit out, we'll get it over with, we'll take our hit, and we'll move on. Why are they so concerned over Batman then?
Right. That's a valid point.
Let it bomb now
Look
before you
look
have
at
to
Dark
spend,
Phoenix. Just put it out.
right.
Well,
Like before you spend millions and millions more doing all these reshoots to kind of get a half-assed film that, you know what I mean, may or may not do something at the box office. Fucking, if it's gonna fail, let it fail now. Let's get it out of the way, and we'll nuke this whole bitch and start over.
Right.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
That's what
I
get.
agree
That's
with
what
that.
I
I
get
agree.
from
That's actually a valid point that I didn't think about, man. Because look at what they did with the X-Men. You know, like they just threw that movie out knowing everybody knew.
And
you know,
to answer
whatever.
what Matt Martin was saying was that,
who's that?
it was so clear that DC, like the Warner Brothers, they've hated Snyder. They've hated Snyder from day one. So I don't see them like a scenario where they want to bring him back. No offense to any person who supports the Snyder Cut movie. I love you guys.
Sorry.
I love you guys.
Take offense. Take offense.
He is so over fucking blown, dude.
But they hate, but DC. But it was clear that the people behind higher ups, they did not want the Snyder Cut to happen. They refused to promote it. They refused to promote it. So it was all on the fans who brought it together to make it happen.
Right.
So DC, I don't see that DC wanting or not. Well, Warner Brothers wanting to bring back Snyder, but it depends on who's Walter Armada and all this stuff, because there's so much I would say drama going on behind the scenes at Warner Brothers. It's just that's why I see that it's possible that it's just all this is them just trying to, let's just say, okay, we got the merger coming, we're going to finalize it, let's just get everything out of the way and we'll start fresh with a clean slate.
And that's what I'm saying with the Batman. If they're going to do it, just do it. Let's get it over with. You know what I mean?
Shellback. Sorry, real quick. Shellback is taking off. Guys, subscribe to Shellback. He is awesome, dude. He's such a funny dude. Please make sure you guys are subscribed. He's funny. Let me just say this real quick, too. Again, I love all my friends that are Schneiderverse fans, like Ryan Cannell and all those guys. I love you guys. But he's over. Dude, that 4-hour disaster was made less sense than the hack job that Whedon did. You know what I mean?
It's really hard to make it's not necessarily, they're both shit, right? But my God, so much slow-mo.
Well, it's not even the slow-mo. It's they take out valid points that Whedon put in, like the whole Batman bringing Lois to stop Superman. If Lois quit a day before or decided not to go to work that day or get coffee that day or stop and give that, she would never have known he woke up.
She would have got melted.
Right. Well, everybody would have.
Well,
by the Lizard Kings.
Yeah.
I love my I know Dad, I was Dad man wants me to hear a rant about Snyder, but I'll just keep it low and brief. I love my brothers. I love Fatal, Abu Nas, every single person who backed the Snyder Cut movie, every single person for you. I have nothing but love and respect for you guys.
Respect.
But I can't respect Snyder anymore after it felt like he basically threw them under the bus. Whether if it was his own decision or if it was the studio execs that were trying to sue him or something. I can't respect Snyder because it felt like he just threw everyone under the bus after how big that campaign was.
I understand that, but they agree that they shouldn't have had the logo on. There's so much that happened.
Well, I know it's a lot going on behind that, but hearing kind of articles and such on Snyder's thoughts saying he was kind of joking about it. He was kind of like he only did it because Warner Brothers was going to sue him if he did do that. If he showed full support, I was like, I just feel like he just kind of threw people. He just threw his biggest supporters under the bus.
What do you think, Mads? What do you think?
Well, my not issues, but my feelings about Zack, I have nothing. I don't care that happened. I really don't. I mean, I feel bad for the guys. They looked really sad when it happened, but I mean, what are you gonna do, man? That's not gonna affect me in the way I look at these movies.
I know.
Army of Dead. Oh man, dude, that was a struggle. There was some shit in
I've
that.
heard mixed. I've heard very mixed reviews on Army of the Dead.
I don't know if you've ever seen a zombie movie before and a heist movie, let's say Ocean's 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
you've seen this, only you saw better versions of it. I don't care which ones you pick, like any of the Osins, even the one where they just stopped trying and was on vacation. Like, you know what
Jesus.
I mean? And like, it was so much, man.
He's overblown, dude. He's overblown.
300 is a masterpiece. I love 300.
Absolutely, 300 is
Amazing.
fantastic.
Dawn of the Dead was a great remake. I really like that remake.
Yep.
But when you get to stuff like Sucker Punch, which was just
like, what the fuck were you doing?
2 hours of basically everything,
and he had such hot chicks too.
Everything geeks jerk off to when they were like 14.
Yeah, I did
That's
too.
just like,
I mean, what?
And then getting to Batman v Superman, which I thought was a disappointment.
It was a disappointment.
That, though, Man of Steel. The first time I saw it, I fell asleep.
Okay, I liked Man of Steel.
Battle scene.
No, mixed to positive on Man of Steel.
I liked Man of Steel, but he made it. How many movies in a row that Superman couldn't come to terms that he's Superman? Right. I understand Superman, unless there's kryptonite. The greatest threat to Superman is himself. Yeah, Watchmen was awesome. Well, it was awesome for what it was. It wasn't. I mean, it's better than the HBO Max.
I couldn't even HBO current trash.
I got 1.5 episodes in. I'm like, fuck this noise. Dude.
Oh, I did check out my old videos on that. I couldn't even. I didn't even do the finale. I couldn't.
That's what I was watching. I was like, no, I'll do some videos on it. The first episode gets notes and notes and
terrible.
Notes.
Oh, you should see all the negative remarks to me on those videos. Like they thought I was attacking Regina King as an actor. And I was just like, no, the role sucked though.
Well, I mean, her acting wasn't exactly groundbreaking either. Like,
no, she was
valid criticism.
Point taken. But like just the movie itself, when you have just busting ass in that freaking like kangaroo court scene. Like there was just so much stupid shit that happened in that show. I can't do it.
I don't understand about the guns being locked up. Like again, I stopped like 1.5 episodes in.
Yeah.
It was just too much. Too bad.
I don't know. We're gonna have to wrap it up though, guys. So people are just starting to pop in, but we're almost ended. Yeah, it's about 2 hour mark, right? So check it out again. Recheck the video. I think this actually, man, this was a great. Please come back, dude. I really enjoyed this one.
That's in your hands.
Yeah, I just say that. I'll never have you back, probably.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, that's
why I tried to do the best job I could today.
Yeah,
like you have no idea how many Adderalls I took for this.
I'm really happy for you. See, I ran out of my meds, so it's just yeah, I just want to go to sleep now. All right, guys. Thank you to everybody that stuck through it with us. Nobody else showed up. Please, if you guys go to Thursday's Justin Proper's video, the whatever he does on Thursdays.
This Week in Bullshit.
Yeah, This Week in Bullshit. Tell him thanks for showing up. Like he even asked, "Oh, are you doing this? Oh, great! I can't wait." Blah blah blah. Tell him. Yeah, Spork sent you to his stream. Hope
you know what's funny because I think he did that because I told him this morning because he jumped on the Loki one with me like halfway through. Right. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be on Scott's thing later. Oh, really? Oh, so
and he asked.
Well, yeah, because he's on vacation right now, though.
He's not on vacation. He was on a stream with me this morning.
No, Justin Proper. We're talking about.
He's taking this week off from his one stream that he does on Thursday.
It's so hard. I'll read exactly what he said. Hold on.
Yeah, but he's like, oh, so you're part of the dump now? I'm like, what? No, I'm not part of the. Like, are you part of the dump? He's like, yeah, I am. Well, wouldn't you know if I was a part of the dump?
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Justin.
Yeah, Justin says he says, and I quote, "We talking Loki tonight." So he was planning on coming, Mr. Proper. You were planning.
He may be asleep. He got up really early this morning.
Yeah. No.
Uh-oh. I guess not.
You know what?
Excuses.
Yeah, no excuses. Delaware or Michigan, wherever you're from.
Ohio.
Oh, that's even worse. Maybe not worse than Michigan.
Remember he had that Michigan versus Ohio debate on John Talks' stream?
That's true. Yes, I do actually remember that.
Oh yeah, I still owe him a rap song for that. I was gonna do a rap song for him. I didn't get to it.
It is what. Oh yeah, I remember you were supposed to do that, weren't you?
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Hey, Mad, tell them where they can find you, man.
Oh yeah, hey, you can find me on Mad Barber Entertainment. No, my name is not Barber. It is Mad Mardigan. But you can find us on there. It's myself and 14 Barber. And
Awesome Australian.
He's British. And our producer Kip, he'll pop in from time to time with some shit. Unfortunately, we weren't going to be able to do Street Smarts today, anyways, because Culture's on vacation.
Strangeness.
But we were going to have the return of Jason Voorhees, which we Barber's already done one interview with him. But that's been having to move to Saturday because this is what he told me. So apparently Jason, like some camper was trying to block the machete with the modem, and he cut right through it. But I got a message from his people earlier that he was able to take a ride to town with the camp director and got a new modem. So he's back on. He may be doing a stream later tonight to make up for earlier today, but the interview will be taking place on Saturday with Barber.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be interesting. Yeah. A little concerned. He seems a little too woke right now. It's weird.
Right. Well, Barber's a great comedian. I mean, that
Barber's
guy.
Great, man.
So funny.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. We are funny on that. Yeah. We're really funny.
Well, he's real funny. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
really good on
funny.
that channel.
Yeah, he is funny.
We do a lot of good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. We've
had big interviews too, like for
huge. Critical Drinker was hanging out with your producer, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was good stuff. Yeah. All right, Makani, show him what you got.
Okay, I got a lot.
Do it, man. Take your time.
It's me because I'm constantly posting stuff. I'm constantly doing work. So that's just the nature of how I am right now. And that's what it takes to get to that ultimate 1K and monetization goal. I'm gonna do it. So anyway, so here's what I got. So today we just finished up the inks on. Let me if I can find the freaking piece. I'm trying not to be as long as Culture. So we finished up the inks.
That's impossible. No one's as long as Culture.
So we finished up the inks on Princess Daisy on today's stream. So I will be starting color. Unfortunately, we didn't get to start coloring it. So I will be doing that tonight on. I think if I'm correct, I'll start tonight and also be doing it on. If you catch Lola Meatz Lola After Midnight stream, me do colors on this one. So I'm starting on that tonight. That's going to be the video for next Tuesday. Tomorrow's video, however, is based on the Rosalina that I did. So check that out tomorrow, guys. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Wow.
And and this is going to be I'm doing a summer swimsuits. Like I already did too. I did the peach one. That was the Tuesday video. This is going to be a Thursday video. This is going to be next Tuesday's video. Yeah. I got plenty of content, and we're going to continue this on Sunday if I don't finish the coloring by Sunday.
What's her race? Is she human?
Princess Daisy. She's from Super Mario. This is all Super Mario.
That's
here.
Princess Daisy. Damn, she grew up
and got black.
What? You racist? She had black. She's. I thought she looked more like a Gelfling a bit, but I like her.
Yeah. So yeah, but
I'm with
anyway.
You.
Are those Daisy Dukes?
Look at that girl with the Daisy Dukes.
Are those Daisy Dukes canon?
That's racist, dude. Stop talking about canon.
So much.
Let Makani talk. Let him talk. We're never getting out of here.
You're gonna find me after this stream. We're gonna do the chill Fortnite with OrdsBoards on his channel as always on Wednesday. But I'm doing so much stuff. It's like this is me just constantly working just because I'm really serious about hitting that milestone. I'm really serious. I am. So yeah. New video tomorrow. Draw streams every Wednesday and Sunday. Art videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah. There you go.
You're the best, dude. I love you, man.
You.
I want to give a shout out first to my Oberyn Martell level YouTube members. That's Valliant Renegade. Great channel. Please check him out. Larry, Lady Tauriel, and Culture Casino, who's probably begging Drunk 3PO to brush his hair right now.
You said Culture.
And my highest level, little finger level, is Tina Bojan, Toxic Man Flu of Dick's Division, Jake D. I like to call him Jack D. Who knew? And that's it, man. Everybody else, the Hot Pie. Thank you all to the Hot Pie levels. Newest member is Riff Mangos. I appreciate that, guys. I hope everybody has a good night. I hope everybody stays safe. Makini deserves a minimum of 1K, says Shane Nolan, and I agree on that, brother.
Thank you, Shane.
So,
by the way, real quick, if Scott ever lets me back on here, I'll tell the cock in the grass story.
The what?
The cock in the grass story. It's one of the best stories I have from when I was in Iraq.
Oh, a cock in a hat.
Cock in the grass. But hey,
on Sunday.
Is that kind of? Wait a minute. Is that kind of like a?
It is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so, having said that, I want me some glory hole.
Okay. One, I don't appreciate the shot at Jerry. Jerry's a great man. Two, you have to have me back on for to hear how that goes.
I just want to know, everybody know, Culture Casino's doing this in front of Drunk 3PO right now.
Right.
He even wore the same underwear. I don't know why he did it, but he did.
He even permed his hair. He even permed his hair like Gina. So, like that.
All right, guys, put a spork in it. We are done. Peace. Scott is great. He's so great. Give him money, please, God. Have a great